Welcome back to the channel and for watching these videos. As always, you catch me on a very exciting day. I've finally found what I think is my next boat. I've put an offer in and we are today taking it for a sea trial. So we got here nice and early, bumped into the owner, and we've had a good look round the boat for about 40 minutes. He's been showing us all the systems, and so we're now just warming the engines up before we take it out on the river. And just for your information, we're going out on the River Crouch. Now the key to a good sea trial is to not go there with rose tinted glasses on. It's to be as critical as you can be, but to make sure that I don't start to deviate, I've got my friend Steve who brought my boat along with me, so he can also cast his critical eye over everything we see, hear and do.
I did it before this sat idle last time. If I know I'm going out in 3 weeks time, 4 weeks time, I won't bother.
So these are good things.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Take all the covers off and give them a good.
So at this point we've been through every single system on the boat we can think of. We've seen the start sequence to power the engines up and getting ready to use the actual controls. We've also seen the bow thruster and the stern thruster working. So now we're going to cast off and let's get going. Now I must confess, despite being a lovely bright day, it was freezing cold. We had the sunroof open, we had the side starboard door open, and we had the rear doors open, and so it's pretty breezy, but still I don't think you'll see the camera on me just yet, but I was grinning like a Cheshire cat. And just as we go out this harbour, Burnham Harbour here, you'll see as I move the camera around that there's also a Merryfisher 895 similar to the one I looked at that's also over at Brightlingsea, but this Beneteau Antares 9 is the one that I think I really want to go for.
The windscreen stuff here, is that?
That's part of the original sun coating it's got, which is just peeled off.
Right.
That's what I was looking at when I first did it. I spoke to somebody and they said, oh, when they bond them in, they put like a black bit off, and it's all flaking.
Yeah. Okay.
I should point out as well, even though these engines haven't been serviced since 2024, we did actually get the engine cowls off when we got back to Burnham Harbour, so we could look at the engines themselves and the condition, and all of the anodes were literally still like brand new. This boat has hardly done any miles in the last few months.
If you were so bothered. And it does work if you slave it off something. The kids loved it. So you've got the luxury of that. And then you've just got your engine settings, your split screens, the charts, radar. If you want just your radar come up, you can turn your power up your radar. We can do it in the car if you want it. Come back out. If you go charts and your radar's running, you can compare it beside each other.
Yeah.
Emergency fuel shut-off valves, I meant to mention, are these here.
Yeah.
So they're connected to where your fuel tanks are. If you pull them, it cuts the fuel to your engines. So if you have a fire at your engine and you can't get to your engine, then pull cut-off levers. It's got the inside. You want to take it?
I can't really describe it, but the power from the engines feels absolutely effortless. We're doing about 23-24 knots and it doesn't feel at all strained whatsoever.
About 20 knots. It's about happy cruise, going somewhere. 20 knots. Most I've ever had is a touch under 40. But yeah. Just follow the ground to that.
we're just getting it round the crouch a bit further where it gets to that little bit wider so that I can chuck it into some curves and nice tight turns and see how it performs. But before I do that, I thought I'll just slow the boat down and use the power of the engines to turn it on its axis just to see how quick it can turn. And as you'll see, it turns pretty quick. And that was without the bow thruster and the stern thruster. First things first, I love the bit of photography here my friend Steve did for me, seeing the sunlight bouncing off the water coming through the windows. But I just can't explain it in this video and you can't really get the sense of it. But those two 200 horsepower Suzuki engines really get the boat moving up quickly onto the plane, and just the big thrust you get from the engines when they really start powering up, it is quite a feeling actually. And here we go, here's the first of the big power turns to see how the boat handles the wake.
I can see he was being gentle. Oh, you can go round, it'll be alright. Deep water that side of the channel. Right. That's actually quite smooth in there, actually. It's lovely.
Really nice
there we have it. We were out for about 20 minutes and we're going back into the harbour now, and yeah, more to follow on this particular boat if the purchase goes through. Speak to you soon, and thanks very much for watching. Till next time, bye bye.